So the clean girl aesthetic is basically having natural makeup that is dewy and glowy, looks like skin. It's also really slick back hairstyle, so you don't have a baby hair in sight, which I have a lot of it. Very laid back clothing, casual, comfy, but also like well put together and styled. When I think of clean girl, there is one influencer that I follow on literally every social media, and that is Daisy Louisa. So for the transformation today, I am actually watching tutorials from her YouTube channel. This video is me attempting the trends and the makeover. Now, I was very torn. Do I start with hair or makeup? I usually always do my makeup first, have a hairband in so that my hair doesn't get touched by the makeup, and then I'll do my hair afterwards. But it looks like they do their hair first because you use gels and stuff to slip back your hair, and that could get onto your makeup and ruin your makeup. So this is going to feel a little bit unnatural for me, but we're all about trying new things. I did actually go out and buy a couple products that she uses. So for example, for the hair, I went out and bought the exact hair products that she showcased in her slip back bun tutorial. Amazon brand that is like a wax stick. So here it is, silver and very like wooden effect, and it reminds me of like a deodorant. And then she also mentioned all the hairbrushes she uses. A comb with a like long sharp edge to get the parting perfect. So it's like horse hair, brush hair kind of looking thing to like really brush your hair back. And then a tiny little spoolie brush for like your edges. So I was actually, when researching the hair stick, it came in a little pack. This was $7.99 on Amazon, which is just ideal, to be honest. She starts off by sectioning off this top bit with a claw clip. She said to use your regular brush to just brush this back into a ponytail, then to get the actual stick, gluing any baby hairs. Using this weird brush. That's good because then we don't get any gel in our actual hairbrush. And then to tie it off. That is the sides done. So I did do a little bit of this, but you're basically taking your like long one and you're putting it through just to separate your parting. Brush this section all into your hand. I don't trust myself and I really want to focus on the other side. So as a beginner, I'm adding this to the ponytail already. Twists them. She crosses the two, crosses them at the bottom. Oh my god! I just went and did it in the mirror, but I basically just tied it off with the bobby pin. But because I've got really long and thick hair, it was like taking a bit longer for me. And then you just leave out a bit of hair and it actually looks so good. I've got so many baby hairs around here, so I had to slick them back, but they keep coming down, so I might have to do that a couple times. Okay, so the next part is makeup, and this first part of makeup is not something I ever consider doing in my makeup routine, and that is a skincare routine. She has like a 4-5 step skincare routine before her makeup. My skincare routine is just moisturizer, that is it. I have really sensitive and really dry skin, and so I just use a simple moisturizer. I only cleanse my face just to take off my makeup in the shower. I don't use it on a daily basis because it irritates my skin. So in some of her videos she uses micellar water, some of her videos she doesn't. So I'm going to, just for the sake of this video, I'm using a Garnier one, just the pink one. Then she uses a toner, which I never have in my skincare routine, let alone my makeup routine, so I went ahead and placed an order. She uses the Glow Recipe. I saw their products and they're very expensive, and I've tried expensive products before and I always react, and I'm worried to spend a lot of money now on skincare in case I react. So I'm just going to stick with the brands that I know work for my skin. That's just simple. Then she uses dew drops, which I've never heard of before. I had a look at the Glow Recipe one she uses and they have niacinamide in them. So I looked that up, and Simple have their own dew drops that have that, vitamin B3 and niacinamide. I don't know how to say that. And it's booster serum, and you're only meant to use this at night time, but when it comes to skincare for makeup, I think I'll use it then. And then moisturizer. She has a facial mist spray, which I've had before, but all they do is just like waken you up a little bit. I just didn't think I was going to splurge my money on that, so I've just got my simple moisturiser, and this is just for like dry skin and extra moisture. So we're going to go ahead and do all of this. So first, micellar water. Next is toner. If I'm honest, I've heard of toner before, but I never knew what it was for, and I still don't. I've also definitely mistaken toner for micellar water before, and so I've definitely used toner to take off my makeup in the past. I know that for sure. Then we've got the dew drops. She just does one pump of the pipette, but like does it distributed around her face. And lastly, moisturiser. This is definitely showing me how matte my makeup usually is. Now, I actually always start with a primer, but she doesn't do a primer, and I guess that's because she does the foundation directly on top of this while it's wet, so that it like melts in. So we're gonna quickly go ahead and do that. Now, something I've noticed with my foundation, it is a little dark for me. It'll be fine. She uses a brush. I am a beauty blender girly, so let's just give it a go. Also, she says to swipe down because our hairs on our face are down. Next, she does concealer. Wow, I didn't even use half of the foundation on my hand. I have actually found my favourite concealer in the whole world, and that is a collection concealer. Quite a lot in the inner corner of her eye, and that's the only spot she puts it, whereas I always put it a little bit there and then a flick. But she just puts it in the inner corner, and she actually leaves this, whereas I would blend this out straight away. She does a bit here, which is where I put mine, but then she does this, whereas I usually just drag that bit down. Tip on the nose, a little bit here, and a little bit here. She doesn't actually cover any blemishes, so this is it, which I would usually do a little bit here on my cheek. So she works from the bottom to the top, ignores the eyes and does the eyes last. She uses a beauty blender, though every time I've started with a brush and then gone to a beauty blender, the beauty blender literally takes off the foundation, so we're sticking with a brush. But I just know my beauty blender is not a high quality one, and it will take off the foundation. That has actually really highlighted those spots. Usually my face just becomes the colour of the concealer because I add quite a lot of it. And then you can drag like excess out, but like focusing here. Oh, by the way, I washed my entire makeup case and makeup brushes for this because I was like, we are starting fresh in 2024. We are doing fresh makeup. Everything's new. Right, I am getting myself a new cream contour because I don't like mine. But I'm looking at new cream contour, but for now I've got a She Glam one. Angle brush, just here, and then a little bit here. Here where like the shadow of your face naturally goes in. Up here. Then she takes a really fluffy brush and she does her nose. She does like the two lines going right down. I might curve it out a bit though because it's just the shape of my nose. I want a bit more of a lift. There we go, that's the nose done. She then does cream blush. I used to own cream blush. I actually don't anymore because I don't like a ton of blush. So next she sets the under eyes. She takes some loose powder on a dry beauty blender, presses it in, and then presses it into her palm, and then presses this under the eye. In my regular routine, will set my entire face because I don't like any transferring on my clothes at all. I don't like anything, and it makes me a little sad that I'm not setting it now because it feels wrong. She does her nose, so I'm dipping it in. And this is like less pressed in and more like baking. Powder bronzer. I've got a new one, a brand new bronzer. So let's see how this works. Do your Forever Natural Bronze in shade 04. This is so natural and like sun-kissed. This bronzer is beautiful, I love it. A little bit in the neckline. Fluffy small brush just to do the contour. Next is powder blush. I am using another Dior product because I'm obsessed with Dior and I've been getting into all their makeup line lately. This one is the Rosy Glow 012 Rosewood. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade. On the apples. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette. I think I'm gonna do this. Got a smaller fluffy brush here and I'm doing it right here where actually the light from my ring light is actually naturally hitting. Stunning. I usually go up as well, but we're not going crazy today. And then she literally only then does it on the tip of her nose with a dense small brush, which I usually do like the bridge of my nose, up here on my cupid's bow, but no, just a little dot on the corner. I also do it on my brow bone in the inner corner, but we're keeping it small today. We're going to set it now. I really want her setting spray. She's got the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's just really expensive, so I am just going to wait a little bit for that. But that is 100% my next purchase. I'm actually running low on my current setting spray. This is a matte setting spray though, so I'm really worried this is going to like ruin the dewiness. But I've got to set this all down a little bit, so we're going to do some setting spray. Brows next, which I will not be colouring my brows, but I will be gelling them down. I use the Got To Be gel, just upward stroke. I do my brows every day, even when I'm not wearing makeup. I will brush through my brows with this. She uses a brown eyeliner, which I feel like will look really nice. I'm gonna go get my hands on one like tomorrow in town, but for now I'm just using a black one. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera because there's no way I can talk at the same time as do my eyeliner. This is so much better. I feel like the eyes just make the makeup look so nice. Right, now is lips, and then we are done. So, a little bit of lip liner. This is just a number 7 pink one. I don't overline, but I do have tiny, tiny lips, so I go on to that natural, like, a little bit overline that there is. Then she uses a matte lipstick, but I'm going to do a satin. This is just a Christian Dior, and I don't know the shade, but it's like Christmas like pick one, so it's not limited edition. Like it's around all year, but it was like on the like display. It's flawless on me, like it matches me so well. That is the makeup look complete. Let's now look at the outfit I picked for this look. So I just went for this Essentials oversized cream hoodie. I would like if the lettering wasn't in black, but if it was in white, a bit like the White Fox. Then I tried to do the monochromatic look, so I've gone for like the same coloured leggings. I'm going to go buy myself some black leggings tomorrow in town though, because I don't own any, and that is a big part of like most of their outfits. And then I got Nike socks. Now these are ankle socks, they're not exactly the longer ones, so I'm gonna go get myself the longer ones. Apparently the new trend is to put them over your leggings. I can't lie, I'm not feeling it yet. It looks a bit weird. Maybe this is because they're the ankle ones and I've stretched them up a little bit. The second to last step for this transformation is jewellery. I've got my Cartier ring here. And then I also have this gold ring that was like an heirloom. I only do those 2 rings. That is it. I have these like thick, chunky, tiny gold hoops. They're my favourite thing ever. And now the last step is scent. Now I feel like clean girls smell really fresh. I have a couple perfumes, but I have also a load of perfume samples, and I'm going to try one, and if I feel like that is my clean girl scent, I might actually go buy the full size. Gris Dior. That's nice, but that reminds me of like older rich women. Burberry Touch. That's very like holiday vibes. Dior Home. No, that's very sporty, very masculine. Amber Nuits by Christian Dior. That's really cinnamony. Ode Ispahan from Christian Dior. It is a little bit medicine-y. And now we got New Look. Again, that's like old woman smell. Okay, I couldn't find one that is exactly how I want it to be. I want that cotton or floral fresh feel, but I'm not gonna get that, so I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna have also a look at the ones that she has in her videos, but for now I'm gonna use the one that was closest that I found, was the Oud Ispahan. I'm gonna put them around the neck here, either side. I'm also gonna put it up here because my boyfriend kisses me on the forehead, and for him to smell perfume there is Lush. And then the obvious places, which is wrists. Don't rub because that will break up the scent and like make it fade faster. A little bit better. And then I might just do one just for the body. This is the final transformation. I've looked in mirrors in different lighting styles and it looks so lightweight. You can barely see my acne underneath, but like my acne scars underneath, my imperfections. My makeup feels so lightweight, doesn't feel too, like, feels a little bit sticky to touch, but like still feels good. It looks really shiny, and imagine now when I go get that setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury and like a cream blush as well, and like some of the extra products that I want to go get, like a better bronzer, how much better this is gonna look. I'm so excited. Thank you to Daisy Louisa for her amazing tutorials. I'm obviously taking none of the credit. This was not a tutorial, this is a transformation video. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, turning on post notifications so you never miss an upload. I upload most days for a YouTube short and every single Sunday at 12 PM GMT with a main channel video. I'm also super active on my Instagram and my TikTok. They're linked in the description box below too. And thanks for watching, guys. I love you. Mwah. Bye.